The D&D.
When we left off, our group of intrepid adventurers had recently returned to the city of Cairn after their adventures on the western coast, the ice floes of Icewind Dale. After returning, Alistair spotted a few Duergar, and upon following them back to their hidden rocky fortress, our players invaded it and are currently besieging it. Everyone except for Rory and Glenn, go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, okay.
We didn't get to talk to the fucker?
Yeah, come on.
You
Just
will,
right off the bat.
you will soon see. Because, for the time being, Rory and Glenn, you guys find yourselves inside of the hook, line, and sinker. As a Glander sits there cleaning a glass. Alright, it's time for the hook. Open the doors, new Laura. And his half-elven assistant obliges as she opens the doors. You guys, still rubbing the alcohol that's accumulating in the corners of your mouth with your fingers, see the sailors and peasantry of Cairn enter. As they do so, Rory and Glenn, you are reminded of the fact that your allies have left the night before, searching for a Duergar, and have not yet returned. What would you like to do?
Rory, you drink, right? You drink.
Rory likes to drink.
Excellent, excellent. We might want to take a hook to go. It concerns me that we haven't heard from our compatriots in a while.
Hey, take some mead with you, my boy, and let it keep your belly warm. He pours you both 2 glasses of Dwarven Quarterlick. He doesn't have any honeydew, and he puts them in leather pouches and slides them both over to you. Rory and Glenn, add yourselves 1 leather water skin.
Absolutely.
I'll take that.
I don't know what our plans are post whatever situation my friends have gotten themselves into, but I will definitely be back if nothing else to bid you farewell, Father.
Of course. Inevitably, you guys find your ways to the doors, and with ease, follow the footprints that your allies have laid in the snow. As you do so, you inevitably find yourselves walking on the coast of the Loch Dineshire. As you do so, you see heavy footprints and a cave opening. Towards the cave opening, Rory and Glenn, you see a massive amount of blood. Not just red blood, but also blood of deep blue and purple hues as well. If you guys would like to, you can roll me an investigation or an arcana check.
Rory's trying to smell something.
I will roll that.
Investigation.
Okay. Very nice. Gasper, you've seen blood like this from other enemies before, Rory, but you just cannot tell where it originates. Glenn, on the other hand, you know these to be the remains of a dead ice troll.
I reckon we're on the right track. If anything around here is gonna kill an ice troll, I suspect it probably be our friends.
As you guys,
Further we go.
as you all push on yet again, the distance from the coastline between you and Loch Dineshire increases drastically. Inevitably, you find yourself on a 100-foot tall precipice. As you walk up it slowly, Rory, your body is almost too thick, but both of you manage to slip past and into a hidden back entrance behind the mountain. As you guys look up now at Kelvin's Cairn in its enormity, you can see before you a stone fortress, complete with a ruined guard tower. Dim light enters the fray, and you can see up and your way through. The portcullis is open, and Duergar bodies litter what little space you can see on the inside. Would you like to go in?
Rory likes adventure.
Yeah, Rory, let's Stick close. I suspect we might be getting ourselves into a situation. And also, real quick question for the DM. I know that we leveled up last session. Our like level 5 is level. Am I effectively level 5 right now? Like, do I have like my level 5 abilities and shit?
No, you have to do that
No.
your own on your character mancer.
No, like I've got that. Like I know what I have, but like.
Oh, yeah, it's there. You are level 5. All of you are.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if like I needed a rest or anything.
No,
Cool.
You're good.
That's all.
Your health also
HP.
will be at 50. 'Cause
Okay, thank you.
The party had a nice slumber last session. As
What
you
about
guys,
the fighting bunch? Did you
Oh,
say that we
not the
should
fighting bunch.
diminish? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
2 HP, so I just removed 2 HP from my level up, correct?
yeah. Did you have 18 HP before or 16?
I had 16 and I leveled to 18 HP, so I went back to 16 because that's what you asked.
Thank you for being honest. You will, yeah, 16, 18, yeah, you're good. So, Rory and Glenn, as you step forward, the first thing you notice is the massive mammoth standing before you. It quickly snaps back before realizing who you are, and it seems to greet you with friendly eyes. However, the rest of you, as the door before you opens, and you do see the Red Wizard Dazan. Why, hello there. Come to join the festivities, have we? He looks back behind your shoulder, and as he does, you watch as his hands go up. He is going to roll me an initiative as well. Okay. As he has rolled a 14 and has a higher dex than Rez, that means Aralas, you are the only one who is quicker than the wizard. As you look before, you watch as he attempts to cast an incantation of some sort. What do you want to do?
I'm trying to remember. No, we looted the corpses, so all the buffs are gone. I'll try to... I'll keep that for later. I'm gonna get closer in his face. And with him giving me some kind of cover. Izan, I was convinced that you were not going to be gone for a long time. What are you planning to do? I'll try to get him to talk.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Hold on, I clicked twice. Yeah, just 13.
Seems to greet you, but is still curt and frank. Yes, well, only the same as you, working for the benefit of the region and attempting to line my pockets in the process.
And, are you planning on leaving this place? Should we let you go?
In good time. I hope to leave all of the Dale ends behind me as quick as possible, but some loose ends need to be tied shut first.
Yeah, I asked which one would perhaps concern me.
Well, that depends. But know that if I can get to the girl first, well, I will no doubt be heading back to House Daganathan with my hands full, with or without you, Zhezhik.
I'm gonna incite that poorly. I'm watching his hands too much. Okay.
Seems to be telling the truth.
I don't think fighting today is the best idea. Maybe we should make some kind of a deal.
Oh, the deal has already been struck. As a matter of fact, you're but a moment's too late. But, I do agree, fighting is far too tedious. Now, if you'll excuse me, and he seems to be resuming the casting of his spell.
I guess that ends my turn.
Alright. As it is now his turn, I want Rory and Glenn to roll me an initiative check. And as he brings his hand up, you guys all watch as he casts a spell. That spell save DC is mistaken for all the people watching the YouTube video. It's actually a 16. However, I need Captain Davies, Larry, Rez, and Aralas as well to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't click on my token, but I got it too. I keep forgetting to do that.
It's
I'll
okay.
remember in the future.
Just roll again, and I'll add it.
Did you say Larry as well?
Yes. Everyone except Erland, Rory, and Glenn must roll a wisdom saving throw.
It's not much different.
You know what? We're gonna keep the 3. I'll be sympathetic.
Cool.
Some good wisdom saving throws. All right. With that, as the wizard brings his hands aloft,
You got a 9.
Me?
Larry, you feel your body slow down as you try to move. It almost seems like you're in a pool of molasses and you cannot move very fast. However, Rez and Aralas, you guys manage to squeeze by without taking the effects of the spell at all. Arnholt looks over. There is something wrong with me! And he and Larry both seem to be affected by this spell. After that, Dazan is going to look forward at you, Aralas, and he is going to take the disengage action. So as he does so without an opportunity to attack, he's going to fall back right next to this massive chest. As that ends his turn. Rez, seeing Dazan dart back into the room, what do you want to do?
He just ran back in there?
He did indeed.
Looking around my party, can I tell about how hurt everyone is?
Arnholt seems to be the most hurt.
Okay. So, I am going to... My bonus action finally got something to do with it. As I run forward out here, I think all my party is within range that I can see. Yeah, so then I'm going to spend my brand new spankin' 3rd level spell slot and cast Mass Healing Word. And if I go here, I think I did this correctly. Yeah, so everyone but Alistair, unfortunately, gets 6 hit points back.
Very nice. Alright, everyone but Alistair, take note of that. And are you targeting Arnholt as well?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good choice. Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes, let me just rework my speed. I was about here, so 1, 2, 3. Why am I counting like that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, you're good.
30. So all.
Does that include Erland?
Well, Rez, you started at the back of the room, right? So the most you could get up is 5, 10, 15, 20, right here.
Okay, yeah, so I'll be there. Can I see Dazan at all?
Yeah. You should be able to see him on your screen. He's that wizard in the bottom left corner.
Okay, just wanted to double check that was him. I can't see his name. I can see the token.
Oh, yep, that is him indeed. Up next is Alistair.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you said that ended your turn.
I still have my action. I just wanted to double check that I can see him.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the very kind Davies flintlock on him. I'm gonna bang, try to shoot him.
Okay, yeah. As you extend the gun forward, Aralas, you go deafen momentarily, and as your hearing comes back, you see Dazan with a bullet hole leaking from his shoulder. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice. He takes the hit with bravado.
And that'll be my turn.
Erland, it is now... Oh, sorry, Alistair. It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Am I affected by the spell in any way?
You rolled a 17 wisdom saving throw. Oh, I did not see your check. As a matter of fact, you are indeed. You have -2 AC. Your movement speed is halved. You do not have any reactions. Take -2 on a saving throw. You are effectively slowed.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna move here. and down to here, and squeeze on over here.
Okay, at this moment, I would like to remind you, you can take an action or a bonus action this turn, but not both.
I can only take one?
That's right, you are slowed.
Ah, shit. Alright, this is the wizard over here?
That is indeed.
Alright. Well then I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to do a bonus action.
Alright.
Who's surprised? Force Ballista on him.
Alright, as you see the Force Ballista go out, holding his shoulder still, he ducks out of the way and the Ballista strikes into the wall. As you've used all your movements and your bonus action, that will end your turn.
Yep.
Erland, what would you like to do?
Erland is going to squeeze past Larry here, get into this hallway. Wow, you guys got it really crowded over here, don't you?
They do indeed, but you can move through another player's space as long as that space is registered as rough terrain.
That takes away an extra 5 on that space.
That's right.
Okay. So let's see, that was what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have 30 total.
Yep.
Yeah, 30. Okay. So, and I can't fire through them, I'm guessing.
No, you cannot.
Okay. So from here, I would like to cast Dispel Magic on Alistair.
Okay.
And then
Wow. A very good use of... Just like that, Alistair, as you trudge through the molasses-like magical energy that's keeping you captive, you suddenly break through, and with a rush of adrenalation, you are no longer slowed.
Alright.
And then
yeah.
I'm going to hold my bonus action for a clear shot at the wizard. I'm already in my Star Archer form from
That's
last
right.
round, so
Good
that's what I'm
choice.
going to do.
If that ends your turn,
And that'll end my turn.
up next is this dwarf. As this Duergar rather looks around, in common he says, "I thought that you said you would already take care of them, Tizan. I am disappointed." And with that, the Duergar points his finger forward and as his bonus action, commands this beast to charge. Looking more like a humanoid in its furried paws and hunched over form, it nonetheless is characterized as a beast. As it leaves behind a pile of gore and guts it was munching on, it comes over and is going to try to strike at Alistair and Aralas. So, Aralas, does a 17 hit?
It would, because my buff is down, but I will cast a reaction shield.
Alright.
So it's
Alistair, he rolls
Is
a
the
natural one.
Quagoth an animal? Just real quick.
It is.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm checking my chart here. It is not. It is a humanoid.
Okay.
I apologize.
All good.
And with that,
Thank you.
the Quagoth's turn is over. The dwarf extends up. "This is for my brother." And he's going to reach up with an enlarged... Actually, that's right. And with a 10, he misses you yet again. As his form increases to large size, he's going to back off and end his turn. As he does so, Aralas, you get an attack of opportunity.
I will do so with Shadow Blade is gone, so it's going to be with the Truth Bane. Lousy
Alright.
hit.
That just misses. Up next, Glenn. You hear a sound of time rewinding almost. and then after that, a sharp explosion that you know belongs to a firearm. As that sound echoes, Rory and Glenn, you know it's time to act. Glenn, what do you want to do?
First I'm gonna start by moving my full movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to, as an action, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat so I can dash again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So you use your bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat, right?
Yes.
That means
which allows me to dash.
as a bonus action.
This spell allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action.
Okay, the way
So
that
when
I would
I cast this spell,
Yeah. So, and then you can take it as a bonus action. I think I've got that reading correct, but I'll give it to you this time.
Okay, real quick, let's hash this out just real fast. When you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell.
Oh, my mistake.
So that
okay.
I think that implies afterwards.
You're right. I never knew that. Go ahead.
I just read it, like just now today. I looked at it, and that's my turn. That's all I got.
Very nice. All right, Rory, what would you like to do? You're pretty far away as well. Yo, Gasper. All right.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, as Gasper is characteristically AFK, I will move him 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and he will end his turn there. Well, he'll take the dash, yeah? He's a smart guy, so. Smart lady, I apologize. So as Rory gets to that point, you guys can hear her thundering footsteps behind you. She will end her turn there as well. And on initiative count 20, a familiar face, the Dragonborn speaker Trovis and Arnholt are going to get their turns. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll just wait in the back for any scragglers. And Trovis waits up here. Arnholt gets a defensive position right around the corner, is going to hold his action, leading to Aralas. It is now your turn again.
Okay, so I will start as a bonus action the Blade Song, and I will so just to make sure, I just got 3rd level spells. Did we get the slots by leveling up, or is it over the next rest?
Oh no, you got him. Everything except max HP.
All right. Okay. So I will bonus action start my Blade Song, and I will cast Mirror Image. So there's gonna be 3 other Oralises.
As the rest of you guys watch this cramped hallway, already cramped and congested, 3 more Oralises spread forth in transient, almost transparent holograms. What else do you want to do?
So that's Blade Song and the Mirror Images. And I'm going to, with high AC, I'm gonna be dancing around, and I will I'll be staying here. I don't like it. Okay, I'll move around the 2. I'm gonna dance around them. No opportunity attack, and I'm watching Dizan as I'm watching the 2.
He returns eye contact as well.
And I'm watching what he's doing, because I do have a counter spell, if need be.
Alright.
That's my turn.
I think Larry's turn got skipped because Alex was out of the room when
Oh, she got a 20 as well. My bad. There are 2 20s. Yeah. So Alex, go ahead and take 2 turns.
Whoa.
And you're slowed, so that's like the equivalent of 1 full turn.
When it's my turn.
Yeah. So you get 30 feet of movement and 2 actions, 2 bonus actions, or a mix of the 2.
Okay.
So you have the equivalent of one full turn.
That's kind of
Yeah,
true.
it's because I'm
There's
slow.
some bonus in that turn.
Yeah.
Wait, now?
Yeah, right now. What would you like to
Okay.
do?
Okay. Well, let's see. I think I will cast Green Flame Blade.
Good idea.
So. And then I will throw my hammer. Or I'll. Yeah, this guy.
Which guy?
Arnholt.
No, don't throw a hammer at Arnold.
Shit.
You haven't been with us for the past 10 sessions.
I haven't even talked yet, but guys, okay,
That's
here we
okay.
are. It's been a day, so.
Green flame is
so-
melee,
so-
so you would need to be here.
Yeah.
True.
You're here. Yeah, there you go. 5, 10, 15. You got 15 more feet of movement if you want to get closer.
Which you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just can't see anything. Or is that just the way the hallway is?
Yeah, it's
Really?
cramped.
Let me see.
It's a
here.
quiet hallway. Okay, wait, I was on top of somebody.
I just got thrown outside for a moment.
Okay,
bad.
look, I stood here. Oh shit. Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry. Language.
No, you're okay.
Okay. So could I attack this guy, have it, jump over to, I guess, who's that right there? I can't read the name.
Quagoth?
Yeah, it's just an enemy creature. It's like this weird, hunched-over orcish beast with skin that looks like very thin, fibrous hairs. Doesn't really need a name, but it is an enemy, and you can hit it.
Okay.
And now you got the D8s.
That's
do.
true.
Alright,
Also, PM, I would like to note that I got a shot right there on the wizard. There before Larry interfered in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because whenever Auralas moved, that would have triggered your bonus action. So yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Just wanted to
with
let that know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Larry, continue.
Yeah. So Larry, you rolled a 7 to hit. That misses.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
Unfortunately.
Hold on, advantage. I'm here, so.
Oh
advantage
yes, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, guys. I'm a little rusty
But I'm
too.
not
Larry
engaged.
is having emotional struggles and trauma from losing Ariel.
Yeah. It's really taking its
therefore-
toll on the whole party. But-
DM, I did not engage the enemy, but I'm
What?
on the other side.
I know.
so-
It hits Larry. Roll for damage and roll 2d8.
Okay.
So in a sudden,
I
in a,
didn't
su-
expect it to work.
in a sudden flash of life, a brief moment, Auralas slips by to the corner. Erlon simultaneously looses an arrow, and Larry strikes with her hammer. A huge cavalcade of hits land. Erlon, you inflict a damage. Larry, 14. Good job. So that your turn?
My
Just
8
one
is onto the
D8,
wizard.
It's
Oh, yeah.
just 1d8 to the
Okay.
first one, and then 1d8 plus your prof to the other one. So you can use the d8s to roll 2 for each one, you know? 8 for the first one and 4 for the second one. For Green Flame Blade.
Yeah, you just get 1 d8 when you hit 5th level.
So 1d8 plus the 2, which is 8 for 2, so the first one takes 10.
Right.
And the other one takes 4 plus our modifier, which I think would be 6.
So the next one would take 10 as well. And Larry, you want the flame to jump to the wizard or toward the Duergar?
Let's say towards the Duergar.
Okay. As you watch him take a massive amount of health, he grabs his arm and hunches down for a brief moment, but he is still standing stalwartly. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Okay. With that, it is now Dazan's turn. Dazan, looking forth, is going to 5, 10, 15 He's going to walk straight past you, Larry, because you do not have a reaction. He's going to stop concentrating, dropping the slow. He's going to cast Misty Step. As he does so, Glenn, you automatically see a figure appear behind you. And as he does so, he's going to end his turn. Up next, Rez, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I see the Duergar down there. Can I make it to him? Within 5 feet of him?
You know what? You are not slowed. So, yeah, you definitely can.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay, Alex is going to take out the Fleeb.
That's okay.
So, I am going to, as I'm moving through there, I hold the one dagger that I have, that kind of stiletto type dagger I own, and I start humming a tune, and it starts vibrating, and I use my 3rd level spell slot, and suddenly that dagger turns into hundreds of daggers and starts flying all around me. And I run up to right here, within 5 feet of both of them, casting Cloud of Daggers at 3rd level.
Whew.
So both of these guys will have to... what kind of save is it?
So, what point are you triggering on? Are you triggering on yourself?
Yeah, it has to... It's a...
No, it just targets a creature and does 5 foot radius. So you want that to be you?
Shit, yeah, so I'm gonna go over here then.
Okay.
Instead of right in the middle. But I will make... Yeah, okay, so I will make that... Let me make a little shape. I'll make it, fuck it, we'll just do gray.
Okay.
I want it centered... If that's it... God damn, you can't see that at all.
No, I can see it. That's fine, dude. What do you want it to be?
I want it to be kind of right here, getting the both of them. Just being inconvenient.
Alright, so you want to put it on this Beastmaster but not touching the Chagoth?
Is it possible to get it to touch both of them since they're catty corner from each other?
It is, but it would affect Uralis as well.
Then no, I'll just put it smack dab on the Duergar.
Okay. Sounds great. With that?
Is there a save involved?
No, there's not. Just roll 4d4.
64. I cast this at 3rd level.
Very good. Go ahead.
D4. Didn't mean to make that a GM roll, but it is.
Very nice. As you guys watch these blades eviscerating this very tall Duergar, slashing him all over his body. Dan, you done! You said that you would help us! And with that, he takes a massive hit. What else do you want to do?
And then with my bonus action, who all is right up next to me? I passed...
You passed everyone, including the Cho'Gath.
I'll give Uralis an inspiration.
Okay.
Go, Uralis, 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 go, Uralis. And then he gets an inspiration.
Uralis, with this inspiration, you guys also see, as he does get his opportunity to attack, the Quaggoth tries to swipe at Rez as he makes his way through. Rez, a 7 misses, so with that, it is now Alistair's turn.
Alright, first thing I'm doing is my Eldritch Cannon on this dude right in front of me.
Nice, that hits.
And that should also push him back 5 feet.
As you guys watch Alistair extending his arcane fist, it lets off this huge force, and the Quagga flies off suddenly. How many feet is that?
5 feet, I believe.
There we go. It's gonna enter the Blade Storm. Roll another 64 res.
Shit.
And remember, you are no longer slowed, Alistair.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. That is
Love
crazy.
third level spells, man. Even though this is a second level spell.
So the wizard just like he stepped out.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna focus on the big uglies. So now that I've got him away from me, gonna take a shot at him.
Alright, that is 14 piercing damage. Who is that on?
That is on this ugly dude here.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to blow his head clean off.
As the Quaggoth's head flies off, this kind of orcish semblance with a bestial aspect to it has the tongue hung out the side and a massive hole bored into the skull. With that, is that in your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Erland, seeing this before you, what would you like to do?
So, what caught Erlon's eye was the teleportation of Bazan.
Okay.
That's what he's distracted on right now. And I just want to clear this up with DM before I do this. So, with my star map, I can have, it says you have the guiding bolt spell prepared. It counts as a druid spell for you and doesn't count against the number of spells you can have prepared. So I don't need to have it prepared.
You don't. It still counts as a spell slot, but if it is a spell.
So because I've already used the 3 that equals my proficiency bonus, it would then start counting against my spells. Is that correct? Because I've already used my 3 guiding bolts on our last session from this.
Yeah. That is correct. That is how that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So, Erlon is going to run up here by Trovis and cast Guiding Bolt. Does a 13 hit?
It does, but with his reaction, Dazan uses his shield. As he comes down and blocks the guiding bolt, it shatters in arcane brilliance and then dissipates. Behind the shield, Dazan relieves a slight smirk.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action since the Yeti and I have become pretty companionable. I can command him now, correct?
Yeah, sure. You can always command him.
Okay, just making sure.
You got it.
So with my bonus action, I'm going to command him to have him. Well, the mammoth's already staged kind of where I want him, actually.
That is true.
I just want to make sure that he knows, don't let Dazan escape.
And you're telling that to the mammoth and to Tiger?
Yes.
Where's Tiger currently?
On the mammoth.
Understood. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Alright. Next up is the Duergar Beastmaster. As he lowers down his pickaxe and reduces in size. I will not die for my father's ambitions. Spare me, please, or kill me if you must. And he is out of combat. Glenn, you are still in combat, and so is that red wizard next to you. What would you like to do?
When you say red wizard next to me, is there a red wizard next to me?
Yep, he teleported up
Dazan.
on
Oh shit!
you. That's
Okay.
hey, that's an appropriate reaction. He did just kind of
Hey.
appear.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, hell yeah. Very fun. Very fun. Do I have any? Okay, bonus action, Thunderous Smite, and I'm going to make an attack roll on this fella here with my scimitar. Bam.
Unfortunately,
There's
that
one.
misses.
That's alright, because at level 5, I get extra attack.
With the power of your father's meat in your belly, you push on for another attack. Go ahead.
Bam!
And it too misses.
God damn it.
Still a little hungover. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
You really put a little swing into that. I like it.
DM.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be Orly's turn because I rolled a 5 on the second round, so
Oh, thank you for that, sir. Yes, what would Orly like to do?
I will get Orly to fly by and stop his path as he can, and just get in his face and just be there to give anybody, probably me, the help action if need be on the next round.
Understood. And that would work as intended. Does that end Orly's turn?
It is.
Alright, Rory, it is now your turn, and then it will be Larry's turn. What would you like to do?
So right now there's a fight going on in this corner that I do not know, right?
Just right here.
Just right here? I cannot see very well, so I'm just gonna move like closer.
That's
And I see the wizard, right?
Yes, you do. In the dim light, it's really hard because it's dark in this fortress. For those of you who don't have dark vision, but you can see him in the thin purple light.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna swing my warhammer on him and yell, Rory doesn't like you.
What in the world? As he's never seen a creature like you, you bring it about and strike him dead center in the chest. Roll for damage. Oh, God. And that hits. Is that your turn?
And can I just throw him on the ground with my bonus action?
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Athletics check. Here we go. Woohoo!
Yeah. So, with that, you've grabbed him, and even though he's feisty, you bring him close to the ground. He is now considered grappled. With that, you can't move without ending the grapple, so it's going to be Larry's turn. Larry, what would you like to do?
All right. So I'm gonna move to about here. And then I'm going to throw my hammer. I'm no longer slow, but I'm going to throw my hammer at Trovis.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's the speaker of Cairn.
Eric told me we were fighting.
I forgot the name.
Then, never mind. Hold on. I'll move to. Well, I can't. Can I even get to the?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Not quite, but from that direction, you could throw your hammer with...
Okay.
He would gain 3/5 cover, though. He's pretty well hidden.
Okay. Okay. Well, does that even?
You can get closer. You can get like right... yeah, you can get like right here, but the issue is you still can't see him very well.
Okay. Okay. Well, can I still like throw it though?
Yeah, you can throw it.
Does an 11 hit?
Unfortunately, it does not.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that roll, but...
Yeah, I was like, but okay, so...
Will Orly give it advantage? The help action?
Not quite.
The attack?
Not
No?
quite. He would have if he wasn't in that square. If he was in the other square, he could have.
No, but the help action doesn't need to be advantage directly.
Yeah, you indicated that he was bestowing the help action to you.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
so
stick to
lost without my creation.
Unfortunately, that misses. Is that in your turn? You can still move and use your bonus action.
Let's see. What do I even have as a bonus action? I think I'll move behind cover a little bit if I can move about there.
You can't, but you can get to here with cover.
Yeah, there. Okay.
Alright.
And that'll end my turn.
Ralas, what do you want to do?
Blade singing. I have 40 feet of movement,
Yes, sir.
so I will be able to get here. 35.
Damn.
And seeing that he is grappled,
That's true. Oh, wait a minute. If he's grappled, that was a ranged attack. Never mind. I wouldn't have advantage. But your melee attack would have advantage.
okay, so at this point, he told us that he is going for her.
He did.
He
He did insinuate that.
But he's not a threat to us. He just slowed, he did not attack. Okay, I'm gonna... Fuck me. I'll just say... Dizan, I'm telling you, if you continue this path, we'll have to get rid of you again. I cannot let you get to her. I'm sorry. That is the way it's going to be. And I will hold my attack action on a booming blade. If he... Sorry?
No, go ahead, please.
If he moves or attacks or casts, I will unleash my booming blade cantrip attack.
As he wrestles around with Rory like a futile child. Do you really think me such a fool that I would allow my final form to be captured by some... What are you? As he looks up at Rory.
Rory is strong. Rory don't like you.
Yes, okay.
Rory doesn't always explain herself.
Well, please, may I at least stand up?
Wait, am I on the ground?
Rory, as he asks that, do you want to allow him to stand up to his feet?
I thought we were fighting him.
You
Yeah,
asked
sure,
you rolled to wrestle him to the ground, remember?
Oh, I thought I was trying to
Remember?
like pick him and throw him on the ground, but okay.
Yeah. So
Rory will stand up.
he obliges. As he does, he looks around quickly. Alright, well, I will no longer disturb the rest of you. If you allow me to leave with my life spared, it is more than I deserve.
You will
For
go
what
back.
reason?
You will go back to the Elven City tonight, or as soon as you can, and you will leave this place.
Well, I'm sorry, but that is simply unacceptable. I can't leave yet.
Well then,
Why?
we will have to stop you if you try to do otherwise.
Well, there's still that dastardly dragonborn down in Easthaven who has my cauldron. And aside from that, I still need to acquire more before I return. As of now, I would be empty-handed. You understand, Oralas, a wizard.
Is this noted kind of in the back of the mind that the cauldron is the one that we have in the bag of holding?
You do not have the cauldron. The cauldron was left
No.
with Artemis, the dragonborn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alistair sold it to Artemis.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't care about the cauldron. All I care about is the truth and my name and her. If you make a deal to go everywhere else, I don't care. I'll let you go.
How about this? I need safe return to Galadrimbar, as do you. Why do we not return her together?
There are things I need to do alone. I think the return can be together, but I need to get to her first without your intervention.
Fine. I don't seem as though I'm in a position to negotiate. I'll accept your damn terms.
And as
Carlos,
far as I'm
would you like to-
concerned, you're free to go. If anybody else cares, though, I cannot vouch for them.
Well, good eve to you. As he walks by, gives you one last glance, Rory, before he looks down at his feet and walks off destitute into the night.
I lean over to Aralas. It's your call, Aralas. If you want any of us to do anything, we won't hold you responsible for it.
I really don't know if he's gonna hold his end of the bargain, but today he hasn't done anything so wrong.
Is this Duergar still alive in this room?
He is indeed. Meanwhile, we fast cut like a sitcom back to Rez. So what are you anyways? Some type of elf?
Is the Duergar talking to me?
He is indeed.
Am I the only one in this room with a Duergar?
Yep.
I mean, I'm just out in the hallway here.
Yeah, Alistair's chilling close by.
Oh, you know, it's half elf. I don't know. And I just moved the cloud of daggers onto him.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Did he-
Well. I mean.
He surrendered, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So can I add some flavor? Just like have it hovering around him, but not attacking him.
Sure.
Because I don't want to tie him up. I don't want to have to do that. So I'll just make sure that he doesn't move. So I'll make it like a ring of spinning blades around him.
As he looks around, he goes, "Please, I am sure I can offer you more alive than if I was dead on the ground."
Oh. You know, I do agree, but I really don't want to have to tie you up or anything like that. So you'll agree that this is a little simpler, you know. So this way you don't feel like running off, and then I can talk with my friends about what to do with you, because you know your people have 99% of the time tried to just slaughter us left and right. So, you know,
Now
got to
wait.
see what they think.
Wait just a minute. What do you mean by your people?
I mean, Duergar.
So you think all Duergar are the same, do you?
Well, no, actually not. There's one really nice one that we know.
You speak of the pretender to the throne, Mr. Hrogar.
Oh, so you're saying that the only nice Duergar I could have known is the only one that is different? That sounds pretty racist yourself.
Perhaps we both need to do some accounting. However, let us
seems-
not speak of such trivial matters. I am sure you want to know why we are here.
Oh, yes. What is this castle? Why were you working with Dazan? And why was he so eager to ditch you?
Dizan, like most surface dwellers, is more pretentious than he is useful. However, you are right. Not all Duergar are the same. As a matter of fact, my father is a greedy bastard. He wants all of the jewelries and finey shiny things in the world, as well as all of the Chardolin he can get his hands on.
Oh, is that why you guys are all down in Cairn? To steal all their stuff?
I am dutied to look over Cairn. However, my brothers were in Cairn and Easthaven. As a matter of fact, I believe you met them on the battlefield as well.
Oh, that's probably true.
I can forgive this. However, I have given you information. May my life be spared in return.
Oh, yes, for sure. But, you know, I'm just going to keep this ring of daggers around you until my friends come back here, and then, you know, we'll talk about what to do with you. Don't try to move, because, you know, it will probably kill you. But seriously, don't move. I don't know how to turn it off.
Of course not. Inevitably, you guys do return from Dazan. Alistair, you never really left, so you heard the entire conversation.
Are we?
I
in
just have this
combat right
image
now?
of Alistair as this cool high schooler sitting outside the class, like listening, just like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's proctoring the class right now. No, Alistair, we are out of combat.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of walk my way in, just holding my gun pointed at him. What's this on the table here?
As he sees you inspecting it, he pipes up. Be careful to mind yourself, surface dweller. I hear that your kind cannot resist the magnificence of a pure bar of Chardolin.
This is a question for the DM. If I were to grab it with my fake arm, would I be okay?
Yes.
All right,
Well,
still holding
okay, or without the curse, because those are two different things.
without the curse.
Yes, you will.
Still just looking at him, holding the gun pointed at him. I'm going to reach out with my prosthetic arm, pick it up, and slide it in my bag of holding.
As you look at this perfectly crafted bar of Chardolin, you guys have encountered Chardolin cauldrons, tankards, even sabers, but never before a pure bar in its innate form. As you grab it, Alistair, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Ooh.
That's a heavy son bitch.
It actually weighs a whopping 10 pounds, not heavy at all, but that chest next to you extends a wild purple tongue. The purple tongue shoots forth and grabs the bar. As it does so, it wrenches it away and back into the chest's mouth, which closes with a shattering of teeth. It seems as though I've forgotten to mention my pet.
I would like to switch my cannon over to the flamethrower and just set the thing on fire.
Okay. We're going to use the same initiative chart. Go ahead and roll an attack. Okay. The mimic makes its dexterity save, but it fails. It rolls an 11. So with that 6 damage, the mimic curls back, taking the damage and rolling an initiative of its own. We're going to go back to the initiative counter. The rest of you guys who were up there, I know you weren't prepared for this, neither was I. Go ahead and move your tokens somewhere that's close by.
Does that include me or no? I can't see where Alistair is, so like I have no clue what the fuck is going on for him.
He got himself in some trouble.
He just
Okay,
summoned
great.
us, and it's the
I'll
bard.
just stay where I am.
Fine, it's just a box with teeth.
At about that time, you guys do see the Duergar. Sit, Quaylen. At about the time the mimic kind of pushes its way back. It has learned to obey my words. He will not hurt you.
Oh, that chest is alive?
Yes, in the way.
Oh, that's I don't like that. And I pull out the gun Alistair gave me and I say, Alistair, do you want some help? Because that thing creeps me out.
I'd like is the little bit of material I picked up. Can't quite do my crafting without something to craft with.
Okay, well, he can't do shit to us because if he moves, he's probably going to die. So shall we just like take pot shots at this thing?
Oi, ugly. Make your pet cough it up.
And what will I receive in return?
You might live.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Can I roll an intimidation check?
While Rez is doing this, like in unison with his sentence right at the end, Alistair would like to cock his gun and say, but without, you'll definitely die.
Alright, Quaylen. As he snaps his fingers. You guys watch this bar spit up onto the ground. Everyone who's in this room, Rory, Aralas, Rez, and Alistair, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Alright.
Ooh! Aw.
As this creature coughs up the Chardolin bar, you guys can see about a dozen other bars inside of the mimic's torso.
Oh, a mimic. This is the first time I see one.
Oh, is that what it's called? I thought it was just a gross living chest.
Mimic? What is a mimic? Rory
I don't
wants
know,
to
but I
know.
think we should shoot it.
I'd like to
Well,
have those bars.
Also,
it's a
guys,
kind of a polymorph. You don't know about polymorphs much, my friend?
oh, not I do, but that's a topic for another day. So do you guys like my new trick here? And I gesture to the Duergar, who is surrounded by a spinning wall of daggers.
Very skillful.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So, who is this man? Is he friendly? Is he gonna help us? Is
That
he
is-
going to be a good person?
He surrendered. So, and he's been talking to us. So we're trying to get information out of him, if we can. And we found out that his father is the one running this whole thing. How crazy is that?
Did we get rid of that man?
Yes. Did we kill your dad while we were here?
Do not think yourself so capable.
Oh, does he like live underground? Is he not cool? Is he not low enough to go out on the surface?
I will tell you where he lives and how you may be able to reach him. However, I need some assurance that you are true in your word.
Okay.
Have your pet keep coughing up those bars, and you're probably walking out of here.
No. Let's hear him out. What can we do to prove that we are true to our words? That we will let you out if you tell us everything we need to know.
Lead me and Quaylen to the front of the portcullis, and I will tell you everything that you need to know.
Okay. Yes, we will let you out after you tell us everything we need to know.
I wanna
Actually,
insight.
no, you know
if
what?
he-
And
I
I'm-
wanna
I'm-
insight his honesty.
He is being honest in every word he said, but at this point he puts his foot down. I have told you who I am. I've told you why we are here. You have done nothing in return except pushing back and back the goalpost. Well, here I put my foot down. You will have to kill me if you do not agree.
Okay.
We
Dagger cloud drops, and I make it look like I did it, even though that was the end of the casting time.
As the daggers coalesce, Alistair, you are in that point in the chart. He dies because he only has 4 health points. As he does so, the daggers fill his body. How do you want to do this?
Wait, no, what? No.
No, it
Oh,
was deactivating. Spell was deactivated.
Deactivating.
No,
My
no, no, no.
mistake.
You
My
killed
mistake.
him. You killed him. Accept it.
You just murked that bitch.
No. The spell ended.
My mistake. As the daggers fall out, you hear them clatter onto the floor. Intelligent. Perhaps I figured you surface dwellers wrong. And he begins walking to the front of the portcullis.
Real quick, can I look around and see if there's any magical items?
Sure. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Time after we let this guy go to scrounge this place clean and take everything back to Cairn.
Do we know his name?
Yeah, he's a Duergar.
That's
no,
racist.
no one asked him his name.
I want
We'll
to
get
know
his
your
name
name
before
before
he
you go.
leaves.
First of all, Alistair gave the first command. He rolled an investigation check. Alistair, in the room you just left, the room with the plate mail armors, there is the lantern, the one from the Northern Light General Store. It cycles through blue, yellow, green, red, and back to purple. These very intoxicating colors. You also find, Alistair, a candlestick on the desk before you, which cannot be put out from steady wind. Looks like a magical candle.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the candle, and then I'm gonna go on in here and pick up the lantern.
Oralas, as you accompany the dwarf to the portcullis, you all inevitably reach it, and he looks up. Well, it was not part of the deal, but if you must know, I am Nildar.
Remember this day, and so shall we.
I will never forget it. I have learned many things. As a matter of fact, I have never seen one of these before. And he kind of motions with a head turn towards Larry. What do you call them?
Short.
Short.
You going to
Interesting.
answer?
Well, he didn't seem to be asking me now, was he?
Oh, it talks.
You know, she does talk. She.
I have a name.
Aye, it's a fun little trick.
She's very intelligent, actually. You would be surprised.
I can do a little jig.
I think they're born from eggs. It's very unclear yet.
I'm Glenn.
I have 4 myself.
As he looks at this dwarf, Hilak Pudis.
I speak Undercommon. What do you say?
I also speak Undercommon.
I also.
Worthless
Do not-
pink skin.
And I say back in Undercommon, I say, he's actually not that bad. He's pretty nice.
Do you have any idea what the dwarves have done to us?
What's he saying?
Well,
What's he saying?
Has he done anything to you? What has this dwarf done to you?
Yeah, what has he done to you?
Tell him I killed and ate 2 men.
You know
In-
he's killed an 18 man.
I can speak common.
I love how Glenn hated to tell us that, but now he's just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, another
Let's show
bragging
off
rights.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's already
in
It's
Undercommon,
already out. Cat's out of the bag.
I'd like to say to him in Undercommon, your death is carried on dragon wings.
What do you know of this?
I know plenty. I'm still holding the gun pointed at him, but like at my hip.
Listen, if you know about the dragon, what else could I possibly tell you?
Oh, in Undercommon as well, I say, okay, you know what? What is this? I thought this was just something cool you said, but now there's other shit involved with this? What the hell does that mean? Your death is carried on dragon's wings. Well, yours is carried on dragon claws. I don't know. What does that mean?
You know where the dragon is? We got into a scuffle with it earlier.
Oh yeah, we almost killed a dragon.
He looks at you curiously. As per our arrangement, my father can be found in the spine of the world, the mountain range just to the south of Tin Towns. There he sits, in a very well-guarded fortress he has called Sunblight. Maybe you have heard of it.
So you're saying he is in Sunblight, in the spine of the world. Okay, that's like a huge mountain range. I've seen it on a map. Is it like middle of the mountain range, left of the mountain range, right of the mountain
Underneath.
range, underneath the mountain range, to the south of the mountain range? Just saying in the mountain range is very vague. That's like saying, he's on the continent. That's where you can find him.
Bring me a map and I will mark it for you.
I pull up my shirt and just show him my back.
I'm gonna hold out my map for him to mark.
He marks an identical location in each, a small red X in the bottom left corner just off of the Tin Trail, the trail which leads from the city of Dunbad to Tin Towns. It's just off the side in a very remote yet reachable location in the mountains. I have learned much about the surface dwellers this day. Your compassion and mercy surprises me. Me and Quellen will not forget this.
Everybody has their purpose. Everybody has the chance to not be a dick in this world,
I suppose you're right. May I know your name?
My name is Bartholomew von Crawford IV.
Well met. Perhaps if you cease consorting with dwarves, you'll make something of yourself someday.
Oh, well, when in the 10 towns, and I stick my hand out to shake his own.
He gives a very diligent grin. And as he shakes your hand, he turns. As you watch this Duergar and his slippery, sliding mimic companion walk off down the slope, they are both disintegrated. As you guys watch their bodies turn into dust, it's slowly blown away in the winter wind.
Oh. Hey, what just happened to the guy we just let go? Oralis, you're a magical guy. What the hell just happened?
Well, there's many things that work on this place. I think I may have to visit at some point the city of Dugan's Hole. I think I have to find somebody.
Okay, well, we'll add that to our checklist. Another thing on our checklist, by the way, 2 days from now, I've got, and I fan the tickets, I've got tickets to a show, not as important right now. Anyways, I think we should all take a few steps back in to the castle so that we are not disintegrated, and, you know, we will find all of the things that were stolen.
Is the tickets in the Good Mead city, I think, south of here?
Oh no, it's in Easthaven. These tickets are for a play in Easthaven.
Oh, just before. Well, there's I recall weird underwear, and I think Easthaven, Goodmead, and Dugan's all aligned to the south.
Yes, there will be times for many adventures, but why don't we go back to the keep and I get you all paid?
Okay, yes. Before we do that, let's give it some time. I don't want to be I don't know if you guys are just glossing over this or not, but a guy in a chest just walked out that door and then turned to ash, and now are floating in the wind. So, maybe let's not be eager beavers to leave.
Alistair would like to shove Rez out into the sunlight.
Fuck you.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. This is hilarious.
Can I try to bring him in there with, like, grab him as he's pushing me so I can, like, pull him with me?
We'll see if you can succeed this athletics check. Once this campaign is finished, I'm gonna make a super cut of all the Rez and Alistair antics, like every time they fucked with each other. Yeah, Rez, go ahead and roll me an athletics check. They both have super low athletics. I think Alistair's is actually lower. Yeah, so with that, Rez, you push him back and doing a judo move, just trade places and push him out instead. Alistair, as you are pushed in the sunlight beyond the threshold of the fortress, you see up on a tall slope a red wizard with one of his legs hanging off the precipice as he swings it back and forth boyishly. Oh, loose ends. So many loose ends. And he disappears.
Oh, fuck. Okay, shall we find everything that they stole? Let's turn the place upside down.
As you guys explore the fortress, you find many things. Mushrooms of intoxicating proportions that clog your respiratory system. Small pieces of Chardolin doodads that seem to have been broken, dismantled, and thrown into a giant forge. And of course, overlooking the forge of molten black Chardolin is the ogre in a cage and 2 goats. Glenn, you recall that these 2 goats once belonged to your father.
Do they have names?
Flingel and Blimmerschmidt. There you go.
This man definitely did not make up the names of these goats right now.
No, he had them written down.
It's in the book. I didn't even come up with them. So, with that, you guys think you've got everything until one of you stumbles on an atrocious discovery. Everyone, roll me an investigation check.
Hell yeah.
What if none of us find it, Garrett, because all of us roll
Suck.
horrible investigation.
Well,
Wasn't Orca.
look at Glenn.
I
and
don't
the-
think that'll be a problem. Oh my God, Joe. How
Rolling
did
the-
that happen?
All right, here I go.
Joe's reading a spell book. He doesn't even care what's going
No,
on.
he's not. As you guys look
Joe.
over, Larry and Glenn are steering the pack at the search party, looking intently in every corner. And Aralas, you are convinced that a cornerstone of the stone wall is actually a secret entrance. As you spend your time fumbling with that stone, Glenn,
You make
know,
nothing of it.
Yeah, you make nothing of it. Glenn, you on the other hand, smell an aroma as this daint of mushroom musk wafts down the hallway. You know there's something beyond that stone door to the south. Even now, the scent of spores is heavy.
So I will say, Tiger actually has a keen sense of smell as well as a Yeti.
That's another thing. Tiger, now that you've looked at him, seems to be keeping to the mammoth as much as possible. He is overwhelmed by these aromas.
Are they like? Is it like a toxic smell that I'm getting? Like, is this like a dangerous?
It's very
scent?
earthy and almost medicinal, but you do know it comes from this big stone door to the south. And I
Can
will...
I?
Go ahead.
Is there any roll that I could make that I could like potentially by smell identify whether or not it would be dangerous to check out?
Not really. Not by smell,
No.
boys. These are some
Okay.
underdark, mushy rooms.
All right. Well, I want to check it out. So it's the door to the south.
That's right.
All right. I'm checking it out.
As you push open the door, it settles back. And as you enter the room, Glenn, you can see these bright green spores. In the corner, a Duergar with a twisted mustache. Rez, you right here. Twisted mustache greets you. As he does so, you notice that he is crusted and stuck to the wall, covered in mushrooms. Not a moment later, after you make this understanding, you look over, and you, Larry. Oh, yeah, Larry rolled a really high investigation, so she's here too. Both of you guys see these hands flailing from the cells to the south. These humans that have been kidnapped are now consumed by these mushrooms. As they make their ways out the doors, they don't attack. They stand walking aimlessly, mushrooms growing out of their eyes, spores floating from their ears.
What do we do, Glenn?
I think we might need the others. Maybe we should. Should we kill him? Do we help the Duergar?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, you yell for the others. I'm gonna help the Duergar anyway. And I am going to move to the Duergar. And I'm going to attempt to cut it free of the mushrooms that hold it.
You see the Duergar is almost feral.
It's a bad sign.
I don't think there's any saving these guys.
Probably not.
All these got wait, okay, at the bottom here. So all of these are the mushroom things.
Yes, they seem to be human beings. Their skin has turned to protoplasm, and their heads feature all the characteristics of a protus. Mushrooms grow off every orifice.
Could one roll like a medicine check, or are they like dangerous?
They
Could
seem,
I?
they seem to be alive. Larry, they remind you a lot of what your mother told you about zombies growing up.
Think we should just lock the door and go tell the others and see what they think we should do with it.
Well, I'm over at this Duergar. Like, are there mushrooms going like through him, or is he just like entrapped in them?
Yeah, he is entrapped. He seems to have some fungus growing in his beard and the pads of his boots, but he still looks humanoid.
Just for my own sake, I would like to attempt to cut him free of the
Alright.
mushrooms.
You do so effortlessly.
Okay.
You cut them off the wall. As he collapses to his knees and his hands, he looks up.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't speak your language.
And he reaches out and grabs your sword.
Fuck.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Yeah. What a mistake.
As he grabs the sword
Ugh.
clean from your grasp,
Oh shit.
he plunges it into his own throat.
Oh.
And he has died.
Oh my god.
What just happened?
As he looks up, he says something in Dwarvish. Duck, which you know means thank you.
I give him the quickest nod possible and then remove the sword from his throat. And I am exiting the room.
With that, you guys have searched the entirety of this facility. Inevitably.
Any sign of dragon scales? Come on.
Unfortunately not.
Hey, yeah, nothing interesting happened to me inside that room.
Oh,
Everybody, don't even bother asking.
yeah. Glenn, Larry, what was in that room?
Oh, a guy killed himself.
Dirty mushroom people.
Wait, what? Wait. Okay, that was a lot.
Yeah, a guy killed himself in front of me. It was not good. Not good.
Very
So there
nice.
was a
Hey,
guy on mushrooms and he
Elrond.
killed himself?
Elrond, come over here. The way this moss covers this brick is very fucking weird. Come look at it. Skip the story and come look at this brick. I mean, right, there's got to be something to it.
As you look at the brick, you don't see anything, but you can make me an Arcana or an Investigation check if you'd like.
For shits and giggles.
It appears to be a brick.
Ah. Let's go, buddy. I think we need some rest.
Must be a magical brick. I'll come back to it later.
Okay, yeah.
This is a joke at the very end of the campaign that comes back later with the I told you it was goblins or whatever it was.
Watch, there's gonna be a fucking brick in the last fucking session, and
Yeah,
some brick is gonna come out and attack us in some way, and Joe's just gonna be like, ah!
It's not just another brick in the wall. We're gonna make a story, a study, and a song about it.
Alright.
What if you just rub the brick and then a genie?
Okay.
Brick genie.
Hey, Oralis, have you tried rubbing the brick?
So we all
I've
exit
been
the
doing that
castle,
10 minutes.
correct?
You do indeed. No sign
Okay.
of the Duergar, his pet mimic, or the wizard. As you guys all inevitably bring yourselves down to Cairn, Trovis leads the pack. You know, when I first laid eyes on all of you that night in the snowbank, I absolutely was certain that you would be an effective group of adventurers, yes. Now then, there is the matter of payment I wanted to discuss before making it back to my lovely estate. We agreed on 900 gold pieces, right?
We're paying you?
No,
Wait.
I'm paying you.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were about to. Oh.
900 each?
No, not at all. As
No,
a matter
no,
of
I'm
fact,
pretty sure it was 900
no,
each.
No.
Oh, yeah, I do recall you
You
saying
must be mistaken.
Yeah, you said
No.
900 each, though.
No,
I can think about
it was 600.
I think it was 900 each.
I am now even more confident that it wasn't. Now, with that being said,
You really fucked it earlier.
I would also like to christen a fountain in Ariel's honor. However, these things cost some gold, so what if I gave you 800 gold pieces to split amongst the 7 of you, and I donated the other 100 to the creation of the monument, yes?
Oh,
What do you mean in Ariel's honor? Isn't Ariel just around?
Oh no,
somewhere?
while you were getting drunk back at the tavern, she was murdered.
Ariel is now but just parts and pieces, but her memory will
I
live
think
on.
Ariel would want us to have the gold.
No.
Well, but the gold is how much shiny
No, listen.
to shine to.
I personally vote for the expansion of modern art.
Expansion of modern art.
When you put it that way, a big fountain sounds pretty fun.
And you guys remember what
And
Ariel
and
looked
wait,
like?
if
Is
I
that
had
how
a
we-
monument, wouldn't
big.
well, if I had a monument to my dear beloved, wouldn't I get a little bit out of that
Well,
as far as fame and fortune
Well, it
Yes,
will probably have a fact that will explain the story.
and praise,
And it will explain the... It will,
honor?
yes, it will explain the story and you will be mentioned.
Yes, anytime any member of your group is here, feel free to scoop your hands together in a cup and take any spare change you would like from the fountain.
It's beautiful. Wait, I can't say you've got a deal, but please,
No,
please,
this
please.
is money on top of money. Hold on.
No,
Please.
yes, I agree. I think this will pay off more in the long run.
please.
I agree. And look, we're almost here. As he waves
I-
his hand, hello, Thorinmere. How are you doing? At about the time Thorinmere turns around, hi, Lutuli Glander Jr. It's good to see you again.
The garden. Hello, God.
Oi, greetings. And he opens the door for all of you. As you all head in.
We're just giving him the cold shoulder.
Hi.
As he looks at you guys curiously and kind of affront, his bushy gray mustache making a frown, you guys make your way into the estate. In front of you, a few dragonborn servants make their way through, as well as a fellow who doesn't look like he's from Icewind Dale. As a matter of fact, he stands stalwart with a very lovely velvet cap. He is an orc. Oh, yes, just a moment, Mr. Matthew. I will be with you in just a second. He goes to the door, where two more dwarves open up to his office, and he sits behind a hickory table with an emblem of a fish jumping out of the water, chiseled into the front. Right, so, just for my record keeping here, there's 800 gold for you lot. I need all of your names. I think I've got most of you. What about you, though? The tall one? With the grey skin? What's your name?
Glenn.
Right. Rory. Is that with one W or two?
Neither. It's Rory. You said it wrong. Rory wants more gold.
Roll a persuasion check.
I think that's an intimidation check.
Of course. Anyways, 800 gold. I will give 100 gold to each of you, and for your safekeeping, I will give you 200, Miss Larry.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
He closes his book. 100 will be donated to the fountain, and I suppose that concludes our business. Thank you all very much for keeping our town safe.
I would just double check mine. Did he just double checking? He gave all of us.
Yeah, you all have 100 gold each, and Larry has 200.
Okay.
I didn't get on.
As you guys go to turn the door and make your way. Oh, and just one more thing. Did I happen to hear that you were going to Easthaven?
What did
Maybe. It's more being discussed at this point, but why?
Well, maybe I have a letter to deliver to a certain dragonborn in the village, and maybe I will pay you your gold for the trouble.
I've taken a few letters in my day. Wouldn't be any great burden for me.
Well, here's another. He hands you a letter with a red wax seal that looks like a fish. It is imperative that the seal is not broken. I would like you to bring this to one Artemis P. Esquire.
Easthaven, right?
All right.
Yes, he is something of a chore of mine, a personal hobby, if you will.
Well, guys, I think we need to go to Easthaven. We have a letter to deliver, as well as a play to attend.
Aye, we don't need to be rushing off right away. All right, we just got back here.
It's quite a trip.
Alistair, I think you wanted to go to that place with the alcohol. Am I not correct?
We'll get there. My priorities have shifted more of late, but I don't know about you lads, but I'm heading to the Northern Light.
All right. I don't want to interrupt the direction of our travels, but me and Rory got the hook. The line and the sinker might still be available if we rush.
Aye, go save me a drink real quick.
As Rory and Glenn scamper off to get their drinks, Alistair, you make your way to the Northern Light. And just so you guys know, Goodmead is just beyond Easthaven. You'd have to pass through Easthaven to get there. But with that being said, Alistair, you see a very sad dwarven woman sweeping her porch. As you walk closer in the dim light of 1:30 p.m., she looks up. Oh, dear Beck. Any luck with the little invisible menace?
We tracked them down to a castle,
Aye?
stormed the gates, slaughtered all of them. And I'm pleased to return to you. And I reach into my bag and pull out the lantern.
Oh! She grabs it and hugs it as if a child. Oh, you bastard, Captain Davies! And she gets on her tippy toes and gives you a small peck in the cheek. Thank you so
that'll
much.
be what I'm known for.
Oh, you're a right blessing, you are. When I make me tithing donation this week, I'll tell the chaplain about how you all helped us. Oh, Maud's gonna be so happy. And she heads back in to greet her mother with the lantern. Ma, look! Look what they've gotten us! Inevitably, she comes back out. Listen, that's why I mentioned we haven't much in the way of gold, but I'd like you to have this. And she gives you a wrapped lunch in what looks like a very light brown linen wrapped in a cube.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. May the light of Moradin bless your life, as this meal will certainly nourish your body. She gives a bow, and with a bright smile on her face, she walks away. And that
I bow in
where...
return and turn around and leave.
Thank you for that. We're going to take our bathroom break. Man, oh man. Well, everyone's back. So, as you guys inevitably gather up all your things and do your businesses, Glenn and Rory, you inevitably get your hook and sinker, as Iglander gives you guys the hook just like your normal patrons, and then slides the sinker through another water pouch, hidden sleight of hand check beneath the counter. None of the other patrons see it. Iglander gives you a very paternal wink, Glenn, and kind of pushes you guys out the door. As you guys sit there with your hands full of booze, what would you like to do?
So I say to Easthaven.
Rory, you're also with them.
Oh, I'm with them?
That's right.
Because you know I've got tickets for us, as well as you know, we have a letter to deliver to Artemis, as well as Alistair. I believe you have something to pick up from Artemis as well. So I say we go to Easthaven.
Should we not rest before we go?
Oh. Hey, Gary, how long would it take to get to Easthaven?
That is a great question. With the use of your stunningly attractive map and the wagon carrying the mammoth, it would take no less than 5 hours.
Okay, yeah, let's head there first thing tomorrow. Actually, you don't even need to be that quick. So yeah, let's just lay it off. Let's chill out.
Let's lay it off.
Yeah.
Let's actually have like a chill night, unlike the
Mhm.
last night that we were going to do this, and then we got sidetracked by having to,
I could use
siege
a
a
night
fortress.
to rebuild what I have lost.
Okay, yes. Looks like Larry could build an aerial 2, I guess.
You can't replace her.
Okay, shit. So
I feel
you go to you go to Iglander or whatever, and we'll go back to the bar. It's fine. I'll just make that monkey.
When we take some rest,
Me
Larry,
too.
I can give you some time overnight when you're resting. I can start and put a few hours in that for you.
Did you say that me and Rory were together?
You are indeed.
And okay, real quick, I have a quick question. What is this Frozen Far Expeditions joint? What is that? I don't know.
That is the place where Vondel hangs out. You weren't there that session, but essentially it is a place controlled by a wild dwarf who takes payment in exchange for journeys to the top of Kelvin's Cairn and other adventures.
Okay, so yeah, we have people who need to use the forge. I personally would like to spend the night catching up with my brother, and we can all hang out and chill. And then first thing tomorrow, Easthaven.
I say Rory and I are hanging out just outside the front of the hook, line, and sinker, sharing a drink, waiting for compatriots to show up.
Okay. And inevitably, Alistair makes his way back from the Northern Light. Alistair, you see Rory, Glenn, and Rez standing at the front with Larry, I guess, too.
Ahoy, lads. What are you up to?
Well, to go and drink. Have you seen my brother?
As a matter of fact, as you guys look around, you don't see him. Oralas, what are you doing right now?
I will follow the group, and I'm thinking that I need to get some information about Dugan's Hole at some point, but I'll follow the gang.
As you begin to follow, just in the back, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you know it's Arnholt as he looks up. Excuse me, Mr. Oralas, can I speak with you for just a minute?
Well, of course, my friend.
Yes, sir. It's actually something that I wanted to speak with you, but my brother cannot find out.
I see you.
Is it okay if you teach me how to use a sword like you do?
Well, you need to be somehow agile and use your dexterity to the fullest. But I can show you. I can teach you with pleasure.
All right. Let's keep it on the low key. I don't want him to think that I'm becoming a fighter. You know, it's not really my place. I should just be hanging back anyways.
My pleasure, my friend.
Okay.
But
And-
use it to protect yourself and stay alive, not risk your life. You know, there's good ideas and bad ideas with every option.
I hope we're not in the kind of situation where I have to do much defending in the future, but it probably will occur. And with that, Arnholt and Aralas join the rest of the group. You see them approaching, Rez.
Oh, there you guys are. You guys ready to go get pissed drunk tonight and have a horrible journey tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Erland is not going in for a drink, but he will kind of get Tiger and the Mammoth settled down outside of the hook, line, and sinker and sit down next to him. And you guys, whoever's outside, will notice that he's just got his star map gem kind of floating between his hands as he looks up in the sky. And he's just like kind of wondering and just staring up.
A few drunken sailors kind of, imagine on that one, and they walk square into this mammoth. Looking up and looking at you, they're freaked out and just scurry off. A couple of them drop what they're holding, and one falls on his face as he collects himself, and they just sprint away in the darkness, away from the mammoth.
And as that happens, I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have like this big star energy of just like concentrating all my focus up there, like not even worrying about them, and you can kind of see it, like the gym just kind of gets brighter and brighter and starts twinkling like a star.
Erlon's fucking staring at the stars again.
With that,
Must be
Erlon's,
thinking about that brick.
as you look up into the sky, you sense the near future. Although today you are not rushed, and you are actually enjoying yourself as you guys have a moment of relaxation uncharacteristically, you nonetheless predict a dark omen around the corner. And with this kind of ominous feeling in your gut, Erland, you inevitably cease meditating. The rest of you, going inside, would you like to spend the night?
Yeah.
Rory's asleep.
As you guys do so, you all find your rooms, pretty well kept. Rory's, yours is a black, ashen wasteland. As you walk into your room, the floorboards are destroyed. The bed looks like someone lit a wick on fire and left it to cinder.
I walk out and talk to the owner. What happened to the room?
Why don't you ask your buddy Alistair? He's a right one, I'll tell you. Oh, the friends me son keeps.
I just want to say that like we don't have to roleplay this or anything because I feel like it would take a while. But Rez would spend the night drinking and talking with Arnholt, and then bring the drinks up to their room, and then they would continue the night catching up on stuff that probably shouldn't be said in front of too many people, you know. So just catching up about their individual journeys.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and Larry, would you like to add a day to your creation of, would you like to spend it creating a new Steel Defender, or your lovely accessory that we talked about off screen?
Oh, my accessory is on hold.
Okay.
This is about a new friend. So yes, a day to that. Steel Defender.
As you and the kobolds spend your time working, Vondel gives an eager eye as he's the one that owns the furnace in town. He actually donates a large portion of the materials required. It is the least I can do. After all, you helped me take care of my pet. Inevitably, the morning comes, and you all know it's time to say goodbye to Cairn.
I want to go up to Glenn's dad. That's Iglander, right?
That's right. He is just getting ready in the morning, rousing some drunkards awake out of their stupor and cleaning the dried meat off the ground with a wet mop.
I want to go up to him and say, I want to grab his hands and say, you know, genuinely, thank you so much for letting us stay here. It has meant a lot to us, and your son is an amazing guy to hang around with, and he keeps all of us safe.
Hey.
So, I hope you know how much we truly appreciate him. And I reach into my bag, and I pull out 3 platinum pieces, and I hand it to him. Not trying to like sleight of hand, but a little more subtle, so that not everyone's looking at it.
You know, this still isn't enough to fix the room. I'm just pulling your chain, boy. Enough with the thanking. You're the ones who I'm indebted to. You're the ones who look out for me, boy.
Oh, well, you know, it's really nothing. He's a great guy.
Hey, that he is. Just like his mother.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness, did something happen involving myself that I was not here for?
Oh, there he is. Welcome downstairs, Sleeping Beauty.
You know, Glenn, you never told us you had a mother.
At one point.
Implied?
She's not here. I didn't know. Maybe he like fell out of the earth or something. I don't know how dwarves are born.
Well, when a mommy and a dog love charm.
Look,
Is
at one
Erlos
point,
inside?
He could have another dad.
He
We don't
is.
know.
Who knows? Could be.
So Erlon is going to peek his head in and try to get and just Erlos, come out here for a minute, please.
So you do agree that brick was weird, eh? It's a goblin brick, I think.
As Auralis accompanies you outside, what would you like to show him, Erland?
Show me
I
your
would-
brick.
I would like to explain. I was looking up at the stars and concentrating and studying them, and I got a feeling of the future for tomorrow or sometime soon. I couldn't exactly tell, but it did not look bright.
The stars were not bright.
The future is not bright.
Oh, I see. What about it?
I just wanted to let you know. Keep your head on a swivel.
Well, do you think it's about me or about our journey, about some people in the group?
I think it's about our journey, but
I'm gonna tell you.
as I said, I am not as skilled as anybody that I know. I just know what the stars told me, and it was something bad.
Well, by my calculations, if we are in a dungeon and there's an axe thrown to us horizontally, there's good chance Rory will go. That's all I need to know. That's all I know right now from my calculations. But if it's not an horizontal axe or sword or a blade, then it could be any of us, eh? Maybe it's your Yeti. Did you think about that? Oh no, you just died again on me.
I don't know. I did not.
Well, I think we can control what we can control, but we can, heck, be careful. And do our best to be more careful. So that means we gotta keep a good eye on all those fine people accompanying us. So far, everybody's very... The intentions are the best, and everybody's very skilled, but the decision-making process can be a bit... I would say... There's no word for it. We are beyond words for what we do sometimes.
That is
At
certainly
that,
true.
Erlon's just gonna sit down.
Well, if we keep you alive, you keep us alive. So I'll take a good effort to keep you alive, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Also, did you notice that Rez singing is improving greatly? I feel like the way he used his drums before was annoying me, but when he sings, such an angel.
I still don't understand the point of song, but I guess I'm kind of getting there.
Oh, he gave me so much inspiration. If I had no moral code, I think Dizano would have been sliced in two.
I do get a weird feeling whenever he does sing, but
It tickles
and it is
inside
a
like
good
butterfly.
feeling. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He tickles my insides. I know.
Okay.
Well, good talk. We be careful. We try to survive until Dugan's Hole, and then I'll give you guys all the information I have about what I need help with. Or maybe I be on my way and reach you guys a bit after. We'll have to see. But you keep looking at those stars, but also look ahead of you, because that's where the horizontal axes are coming from.
Alright. As the rest of you gather your bearings and make your way out of the snow, all of you inevitably leave behind. As you do so, a Glander catches Glenn at the door. Now, I know you might think this silly, but I'd like you to keep praying 3 times a day, just for your old man, eh?
Of course, Father, of course.
Hey, And another thing, don't misplace that fishing rod. There's not another one like it.
You reckon? I mean, like, have you fished with it, Father?
Oh no, the ice is much too dangerous, my boy. I'd hate to fall and crack me back.
Right. Okay, absolutely. I'll hold on to it. I'll pray 3 times a day. I'll write your letters. What else should I do? Eat my vitamins. Do my daily exercises.
And most important in all, have a little bit of fun when you can. Come here. And he gives you a hug.
I give him a big ol' hug in response.
Kisses you on the forehead. Yo, watch after me, boy! He won't do it on his own.
I start relaying to Alistair the list. Pray 3 times a day. Don't lose the fishing rod. Vitamins. Respect mom and dad.
Hey, where do we get vitamins?
He slams the door.
I don't know.
What are vitamins?
Who's
Vitamin
to say?
is in the thing that mommy gives you. The little pill.
You know,
A pill?
Your mommy didn't.
My mother gave me food.
What about a Vitamix?
I don't know what. I
You know,
Well,
actually,
wasn't
yeah.
what?
What?
Well,
No.
let's all go in a circle and talk about our mothers. Starting with Alistair. Alistair, tell us about your mother.
Hey, me mother, well, I left her behind when I set out for the seas and I haven't looked back. She was fine and all, but
Fine, she was fine.
my life was meant for the seas. It's where my soul belongs.
Do you wish you could see her again and show her
Not
how
really.
Not a family man, I'm hearing.
My family is my crew.
That's a good call. I like that. That's cool. That sounds badass.
Yeah, it
Similar
makes me
to-
sound like a dork.
Is carried on dragon wings.
I sound like a real square, hanging out with my dad now.
Hey,
your
your dad's a good man. And he makes good drinks.
Aralas, you want to talk about your mom?
We're walking.
She's a very fine lady. She sent me to the best school of magic and wizardry, so I have nothing to say bad about my mother.
Yeah, right on. Cool.
I never got to hate my siblings, that's for sure. So I have a very lame childhood.
Oh, you have siblings?
Well, a few, but I'm the older one.
You're the eldest.
Yes.
Do you wish to meet your siblings?
Maybe as I go back. At
Where
the Elven
is-
City.
Where is home for you?
Well, we are from the islands. You can tell by my very tanned skin and
Of
my
course.
accent. And we moved to the city for me to study magic. Very, very, very boring
Wait.
story.
You do magic?
Well, I'm
He
a
has
wizard.
once or twice.
You've seen my very nice shadow blade, have you not? Although it's a bit of
I just thought my
shadowy.
eyes were fucking up.
No, it's a very nice shadow blade, and I do the blade song of the elves.
Oh, yeah, you and I should do a duet sometime.
I
Here's the
know.
thing. It's interesting that you say that, Rez, because I have been asking Aralas to hang out with me for like a straight month, and every time it doesn't happen. So if he hangs out with you before he hangs out with me, I'm gonna be kind of pissed.
Well, you guys know what? In Dugan's Hole, if we survive a couple days, we'll manage to make a dance on any stage you like, and we will dance our asses off.
Okay, that sounds fun. Anyways, we know about Erlon's mom, and I don't think we want to open that wound again. So, Rory, what about your mother?
Rory came from Black Shore.
You what?
I came from Black Shore. Rory doesn't have a mother.
Who raised you then?
Well, we'll remember when she closes her eyes, she goes to Happy Forest.
Okay, Rory.
This fucking freak. We gotta do something about this
I-
character.
Rory, if you ever need to talk, come find me, I guess.
Find someone else.
Larry, what about your mother?
Hey Garrett, will you check Discord?
Oh, Larry's mummy, huh? Well,
If you don't want to talk about it, it's
oh,
fine.
well, you know.
You
she
have to, because we've all opened up.
like any other mummy, she took me in, but she liked things. She liked stuff.
Oh, she liked collecting things?
Well, maybe
Baby
more like
things?
I liked collecting her things, but I digress. Mummy was good to all of us.
Oh, you had siblings.
Oh, many.
Was they also kobolds?
Well, yeah.
Was your mother a kobold?
No.
Oh my god.
Sidebar, what actually? She was just a variant human, correct?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
She was just
Please
a...
excuse him. He's a bit clumsy because you've seen Rez. He can change his style of haircut a bit. You know what?
Yeah, also, I assume we're walking and talking, and this is just like our road chat.
Are we not going to get a wagon to go to
Oh, no,
the
we're
next
on the
city?
wagon. We're on the wagon, right?
No, you guys are just outside.
All in the snow, baby.
Inevitably, through
Can
this
we make our
disco-
way to the wagon?
Yes, you can. As you guys go to the wagon, Vondel opens the double doors. As he takes goggles off, you can see the only part of his face that isn't covered in soot are the rings around his eyes and the spot on his lip where his pipe sits. As he looks up, all right, I have done some finishing touches on your new friend, Larry. I think you should do the honors, though. And as he motions his hands up, you guys see next to the massive mammoth, pulling the smaller wagon, there's also a massive figure draped in a tarp.
Are you going to finish your friend?
Yes. What is under this top exactly?
Your steel defender, I think, is what it is called.
All right.
Can I get to work on that while we're
Well,
moving?
it's just the finishing touches, he said.
Okay.
You worked on it all night last night while everyone else was drinking.
Okay. Can I, I guess this ride isn't long enough to do anything, but is it?
It's 5 hours. You can do something in 5 hours.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Erland is gonna be meditating this whole trip.
Okay.
So Larry was just tinkering under the tarp while giving that speech about her mummy. Okay, cool.
And then I think
Oh, you know, my mom.
level 5 has added a cool characteristic into Erland that I'm gonna spice in there. As he's meditating, you guys notice that his eyes are now black when he meditates, except
Ooh.
for twinkles of stars
Ooh,
throughout
that's
it.
so cool.
Ooh, what a cool character.
That's so badass.
As you
man.
guys witness this happening as he's meditating, it shocks a couple of you, especially you, Rory, as deities with black eyes are known to be demons in your tribe. But inevitably, you guys figure out that he is merely meditating, and inevitably, you guys make it to Easthaven.
During this ride, I'm going to work on the device for Erlon.
All right. 5 hours. I would say just take another day off that. So if you had 3 days, you now have 2, and so on and so forth. As you guys approach the castle walls, you can see Easthaven is much less guarded than typical. As a matter of fact, there is a young boy who sits on the top of a bastion just looking down at you guys and throwing seed to a group of white-feathered crows that have accumulated at the bottom. As you guys cross, he's about 60 feet up on the bastion. He just looks at you and waves.
I'm going to wave with my prosthetic hand.
As he goes over the back now and inevitably makes his way down, the doors are already open wide. You guys can see, as it is very dim light, it's about 6 p.m. at this point. Deep on in the back, you guys can see a number of bright lantern lights accumulating next to this very octagonally shaped building. Rez, you remember that to be the Bohemian Society's Actors Guild.
Tonight wouldn't happen to be the night of the performance, would it? I whip out the tickets and look at the date.
It is indeed. Due to
Hello, everybody. I have your tickets. I hand a ticket to Larry.
Ooh.
I hand a ticket to Alistair, to Aralis, to Erland, to Rory, to Glenn. All of us tickets.
There you go. However, when the tickets were purchased, the party only had 6 people in tow. There is 1 ticket missing.
Okay, before I hand out the last ticket, or actually before I hand out the tickets, I count them and I go, oh, right, okay, Rory, you weren't really with us when I bought these?
Hold on, I have an idea, my friend. I'll watch through all these eyes. So I will be an imposter.
You know, I've always wanted to be an eccentric with a parrot or a bird or something, so just put them on my shoulder and I'll be... This is the best...
Oh my gosh.
you
Who's
happy,
the
Rory?
smallest person in the group? Can we pretend they're a pet?
That from
Larry.
Well, maybe they will not accept pets.
Pretend
but
Larry's a pet.
Hey, it's okay.
Wait,
think...
I could just be a dog.
No,
Well, no, they may leave you outside.
Larry, here's your... I hand a ticket to everyone but Aralis. And...
This is a great plan. This is a very good plan.
This is the best plan. You go hide in the back alley or something, and act like a homeless man or something, like you're asleep in the back alley.
They'll kind of look like it too.
Well, I was thinking of going onto a roof, but anything
that-
works.
That's even smarter. Okay,
Watch,
so
we're gonna get attacked by a dragon and need Earl's help or something. He's not gonna be in there.
okay, so I think even if they
I'm in
don't
my VR room.
I think even if they don't allow pets, Aralis, you can like control this thing, right?
Well, he can fly and he can pass by very easily.
Okay, no, I'm thinking just let him be on my shoulder, and I'll say that he's my pet and I don't go anywhere without him. And I think I have enough gold to.
You will persuade anybody, my friend. Just
I'm very
smile.
charismatic.
He's your
this is the
seeing
best
eye
part.
bird.
And no pets
Yes.
allowed.
No, he's my emotional support bird. So
Okay.
and
Should
also,
anything happen, just toss him in the air. He's gonna fly to me.
Yes. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Great. Everyone to the theater.
As you guys
I'm going to turn
There's a theater.
to my 4 little lads, give them each 20 gold, and tell them to wait for me after the show.
You've got it. As they give you a small salute, one looks over. Hey, what's your gold for?
That's your share of the take.
Oh,
Any golden treasure that we make on these journeys, you get a slice. That is the perks of being part of Captain Davy's crew.
okay. And he leaves.
Give
And
the
our crew
gentle
name
pat
is?
on his back.
This guy's gonna go to like the nearest bar and realize that he can get fucking wasted with 20 gold.
What those kobolds do with their gold is now out of your hands. But nonetheless, you guys pay the kobolds and they go off in the town. Those of you narrowing down on the theater now can see a huge congregation of people. And Rez, you and Arnhold can tell, as well as Orlas, that a lot of these people don't look like normal theater attendees. Many of them are wearing rags. Some of them look barely clothed beyond what is required for their general profession. Smiths wear aprons, sailors, their own attire. And as you guys jockey back and forth. You can see that there's two lines. One of very astute-looking folk. At the front of that line is a very familiar red-scaled dragonborn. He has a flowing velvet cape with white fur embroidery, golden cufflinks, and a golden king's crown covered in different colored emeralds. As he looks up through his opera glasses, he turns back. Well, you've made it. Hello. I almost couldn't believe you've actually made it back, yes. And as he watches you guys nearing up now, I suppose you all have your tickets?
You know, the funny thing is, the last time I was here, I didn't have a bodyguard, and you know, in my recent adventures, I have become very frail. So unfortunately, I do not have a ticket for my dear friend here, and I gesture to my brother Arnholt, and I say, but this is my bodyguard, and he goes with me everywhere to make sure that I do not die. He administers my medications. He has saved my life on multiple occasions.
At about
So
that
I'm
point,
sorry.
He's more of a nurse at this point.
At about that point, someone interrupts you. Please, Mr. Artemis, can I have some more? Oh, you've had enough. Go away, Oliver. Anyways, as I was saying, I only do the confections here. I'm the one with the cauldron, after all. If you want to talk about getting in without a ticket, go talk to Miss Elvenmere. She should be waiting for you.
Right, yes. Anybody want any snacks? What do you have today?
Anything you'd like. It is the cauldron's main faculty, after all, producing what its owner would like to eat.
Okay, I think we will take 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make it around 8 strudel.
Oh, 8 strudel? I'm not familiar with that. It seems as though you have a good idea. Why don't you touch the cauldron and do it yourself?
Oh, very well, as you wish. And I do so, and I make the best strudels they've ever seen.
Mr. Artemis, can I have some strudel? Enough out of you, Oliver. If I have to chastise you once more, I will go get the guards. All right. Now then, as you can see, I'm very busy here. Why don't you lot just go on inside and kick your feet up?
Oh, very well. Okay, and as we're walking to the other line, I look at everyone and say, was that a believable lie? Would you guys have bought that?
I would have asked you, hey, what?
Absolutely.
Why do you need all that? What happened?
And I'd say, well, that's my personal business, and I do not feel comfortable telling you that. All you need to know is that I'm very frail.
Well, they could ask.
And then
And you're more frail than a man missing an entire arm.
But he's like badass.
As you guys make your way into the theater, you hear Artemis exclaiming, "Oh, just one at a time! I know you're not all going to the theater! Wait, slow down!" He's just swarmed with the poverty-stricken citizens trying to get a bite of something out of that cauldron. And as you guys make your way past him, as he's funneling in copper pieces into his pockets, you make your way in to the very beautiful theater before you. An octagonal room separates a center stage from the seats scattered around them in a circular fashion. 2 different decks sport 4 balconies, 2 each, where people are gathered. Most of the common attendants, though, just sit on the first floor around the stage. The seats, the stage, the balcony, the building you're in is all constructed out of timber wood in fast form, as if it just brought up overnight. And there are 2 lovely crimson curtains that are hanging down over the stage and brought to a close.
The globe!
Inevitably, a small elven woman walks in. She begins marking certain seats, hanging lattice signs on each, and as she looks over, "Oh, why, hello there! I can't believe you've made it back!" And as she runs up, she gives Rez a big hug and looks over. "Oh, so these must be your friends."
Oh, yes, they are indeed. And this right here is my dear friend. Unfortunately, and I give her a wink, we were not in contact when I first bought these tickets. I hope that is not a problem, my dearest. And I take her hand and I give it a little kiss.
She looks at you. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. At advantage.
Not proud of the things I do, guys.
Oh, just forget it, Rez. All of your friends are welcome here.
Oh, thank you very much. Do you like my bird? He's a new pet.
Oh, he looks lovely. As you guys look at this female high elf elven mirror, you can see that she has a very pronounced Adam's apple and some scruff on her face. She wears violet blush and very long curled hair that comes over the bodikins on her shoulder. One is velvet, dark purple. The other is almost a gilded bright gold with an etching of a floral pattern inside of it. She looks up. Well, I am quite busy, but why don't you all make yourselves at home? Get the good seats before the general populace tries to snag them from you.
Oh, very well. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us tonight. It has been too long since I've had a taste of the theater. Thank you very much.
Of course. That's one more thing I wanted to talk about with you. We are down our main orchestrator. He's been missing for quite some time. Would you mind filling in his position? I am aware that you are musically inclined.
Oh, I am very musically inclined. Are you saying that you need a musician to fill in tonight?
Yes, it was a terrible accident. Our last orchestrator died and was frozen to death in Cairn of all.
Truly is awful. Oh, yes. Let me go back into the pit and I will tune up and I will get right on it. I assume there are sheet music down there, not that I might need it much. I can go off the field and play.
Of course. I suppose you do know how to operate the organ, percussive drums, and the harpsichord.
Oh, I think you'll find that I am very talented at all of these.
Well, that's one more responsibility taken care of. You just sit tight, and I'll go get everything ready. Oh, here they come now! And as you guys see, the front two doors open, and the crowd begins funneling in.
Sorry, what just happened?
As she leaves you guys there, you guys watch as the crowd comes funneling in. You guys are alone in this theater. You can sit anywhere you want. Either side balcony, the ones in the back, or in the first row. Which one would you like to sit in?
Well, I give my ticket to Arnholt, and I just wait very patiently.
First row.
Balls on my feet.
Hello, do you have a handicap section? No? Oh, is that just okay? Alright, I think that we should just sit, like, around the first row. I think that would be good, don't you guys?
Yeah, that's
Actually,
absolutely.
in a place like this, the best acoustics are going to be right there, about the 7th row middle. Actually, actually, it's about those few seats. That clump of seats right over there will probably give you the best sound, if I'm being honest.
I think we have two options in the front or back.
No, that's fine. It's role playing. So as you guys go over to that specific seat that's totally there, you guys sit down, and about that time, Auralas, your owl perches over. There are no windows, but your owl flies to the top of the octagonally formed pavilion and can just look over at the stage below. As you look down from up high, Auralas, you have debatably the best spot. And as you sit down on the porch, you guys inside can see the rest of the crowd filtering in.
I want to make sure that before I watch, I go to some place where nobody's gonna reach me and steal my gold, because I'm gonna be... Yeah, so I'll be... If there's any balcony that seems really abandoned or a roof that's accessible, I'll go somewhere.
You climb onto the roof of the White Lady Inn, which is vacant and locked at this time. You don't see anybody around you.
Perfect.
As you're sitting up there, still within range, the rest of you watch as this crowd funnels in. Rez, you go below a staircase that circles around the stairs, or around the stage in a forking pattern. As you go down, you can see all of the actors. Many men are dressed like dwarvish sailors, and you see 7 actors in the corner, Rez. One of them has a stuck-on goatee with dark skin. Another dressed as a dragonborn. You piece it together. These actors are the blades of the axe. Or at least people trying to look like them.
Okay. Do I see the instruments?
You do indeed. They are present. But you are aware with your bardic abilities You can pretty much make any sound out of any one of these. You have the ability to play them all, but you will not add your proficiency roll to the performance checks with the harpsichord or... no, you are proficient with the drum, so just the harp is going to be difficult for you.
Okay.
Inevitably, the curtains are brought to a very sudden but gradual opening as they waft by delicately on the stage. A small girl, no older than 8 years old, walks in front as you guys feel the chilled night air pooling in from all sides. She looks up and dons the mask of an owl. As she looks out, I'm soft, round and white. Winter emboldens me, and in spring I cry. What am I? Before you guys can think to generate an answer, you're a fucking crag cat! Water! A stream! Me ex-wife! But none of them get the right answer. What do you guys think she is?
Could we hear it one more time?
I'm
Yeah.
soft, round and white. Winter emboldens me, and in spring I cry. What am I?
Snow.
Snowflake?
As Rory says it first. Yes, I am snow. Everybody looks over. What the? At this Goliath with the right answer. I am also winter. Though I am neither here nor hither, I still watch all through my permanent guise of winter. Yes, I, Uriel, the pretender. I cross thresholds and still the stream. So while I reign, lend me your ears, I deem. Nay, proclaim, for today you will learn of blue spears and how the Frost Queen got her name. Some people clap, though the general people hearing the name are real. Boo! Boo! And as she makes her way out, the curtains are drawn to a close. As the curtains draw up again, one of the people below the stage looks at you, Rez, an elf, gaunt yellow's face with pointy ears. Alright, that's the cue. Get on the harpsichord.
Okay. That whole first, like while that lady was talking, I was taking off my hat and I was prepping myself. I'm down to just like my vest and my puffy shirt, and I'm ready to be like transitioning between these instruments. And I am definitely going to be adding flair if the rolls are good enough. I know I'm going to struggle on the harpsichord a bit. And I should still add at least 2, I believe.
That's right, D20 plus 2 as he looks at you. And you add your charisma as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so on the sheet, just roll performance and add a 2. He looks at you. Just something nice to place in. Rez kind of flubs the first note, but the rest sounds beautiful on your ears. As the curtains are drawn back again, you see 2 people sitting on their knees. One of them is a dwarf you don't recognize. He looks out at the crowd. You know, Kelvin, with the way things are going, I'd say we could pack up before winter. Maybe get a little vacation while our crops are on the market. Oh, Fleming, you know that I would love nothing more than to do that, but the winter will be harsh. Shouldn't we grow more to prepare for next feast? Aye, that's always you and me wife. Always worrying. Yet carefree enough to move down here in the Dale Lands. As the 2 actors embrace each other, you guys see these small, glowing orbs descend from the curtains. As they raise up, you can see that these are 4 gnomish actors dressed like ice mephits. As they leap on the stage, my love! She leans up, no, Cadwin! And immediately, the gnomes break out into song and dance. As you guys see them hopping back into and fro, they get into a rendition that lasts for many, many minutes. Look up! Look up. Dale dwellers, your time is up. For here the Frost Queen's fists clench, and your end is all but met. No! And as the dwarf is separated from his wife, the curtains are brought back again, and a massive blast of snow comes down from the top. Aralas, you know that there are actors dropping feathers and bits of snow from the top into the crowd. As you guys feel this light cool collecting on yourself.
I'm drawing my sword. Kidding. I'm joking. It's a good joke.
Inevitably, the sheets are drawn back again. And Elvenmere steps onto the stage. That ends Act 1, the story of Cairn the Tragic. Up next, what she chose. And as she bows again, Elvenmere brings up the curtain. As it draws again, yet another stage stands. You guys see 5 warriors lined in front of a kiosk. The man at the kiosk stands stalwart, with his hands on his hips and a brown goatee. All right, next in the line. You there. You look like you're worthy in a fight. The woman looks up. Aye, maybe. I've heard that you're willing to bring the fight to the Frost Queen. I'd like to join your blades of the axe. Okay. And what is it you do? I play the flute. The crowd erupts in uproarious laughter. All right. We have space for a bard. Meet back here. 700 hours. You've got it. Curtains are drawn again. As they open for the final time, you guys see a dwarf aboard a longship. As he goes out with his men, all of the blades of the axe in tow, he too leaps out into song. Come cheer up, me lads, 'tis to glory we steer, to find something new in this wondrous year. As he continues to bellow fore and foremost. Glenn, something about this dwarf catches you by surprise. Go ahead and roll me a religion check at advantage.
I'm on it. You said religion?
That's right.
It's 50.
You know this man is portraying Marthlamore, the ancient demigod and leader of dwarvish sailors. As he stands aboard the longship at the tow, the rest of the men gather in his sound. Heart of oak are our shields, heart of oak are our men. We will win, we won't die, and we'll never return to land. Yeah! And they kind of cheer down. As the song simmers down, Marthamore looks to the rest. Hey, blades of the axe, huh? What kind of name is that? The crowd, boo, boo. Well, we're just trying to do what we can. This is my friend Markham. I am Cairn. Of course you know Trovis, Imdra, Maud, and the others. Well, don't worry or fret any, me lass. We'll bring the hell right to her doorstep and rain fire down upon her. Wait! Bosun! What's that in yonder break? At about that time, a hilarious papier-mâché dragon swings in. Aye. Have our choice! To arms, men! The song steams up, and you watch as these guys with wooden swords combat a dragon for about an hour and a half. Inevitably, that subsides. The elf looks at you. You're doing great. Keep going, Rez. As you're still playing, Rez, give me one final persuasion check, or performance check. Alright. Kill the bitchereal! Kill the bitchereal! This world our kids can't play and our farms can't till shall continue no longer! At about that time, the dragon releases a breath and more snow is funneled in from the top. As it comes down and gathers around the set, you guys are blinded momentarily. And as the curtains and the snow are drawn back, you guys can see the ship wreckage. All of the dwarves laid down with apple syrup and ketchup across their faces, indicating blood. As they do so, Cairn is the first off the boat, who finds the dying body of Marthamore. Really? Gave it me all, didn't we, lass? That's right now. Sleep, Marthamore. Sleep, young prince of dwarves, forevermore, and be good to your rest. As she careens into another soliloquy, a song, Rez's performance check rings out, and he plays it elegantly. Inevitably, it's just Cairn and the other blades of the axe. All right, this is the destination. The Frost Maiden shouldn't be too far now. Markham, if I don't make it... Oh, nonsense. Captain Marthamore is the son of a god. With our armies joined, we'll make short work of this ordeal. No, I realize that, Markham, but if I don't make it, please see that I'm buried with my husband in Dungloras. Of course, my lady. Look! There she flies now! Auril, the goddess of winter! Boo! Boo! Some people start throwing produce and stuff, and you see a dragonborn walking by with a crate of tomatoes. Can I interest you in a projector? He boasts a crate of tomatoes and produces it to the lot of you.
Alright, why not?
Ironically, you hear a slooping sound, Rez, and you look up as a tomato falls onto your harpsichord. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
You pieces of shit.
As you dodge out of the way, Alistair, you don't know where that tomato went, but you think it hit its mark. Inevitably, the Frost Maiden attacks. As it does so, snow and other things fall down. First Trovis falls, and then Maud and Imdra. Finally, Markham. Whatever you do, don't give her an inch! Ah! As he falls back dramatically, he throws his sword into the audience. A young kid kind of catches it, and a grown man is wrestling for it. Someone inevitably gets it. And as they do, Cairn looks up at this massive papier-mâché monstrosity. Two stagehands have one talon each, and the head is operated by an actor independently. So, mortal, here you are. You've lasted so long, traveled so far, and now your death stands for nothing. But wait, O Frost Queen, you bested our men so formidable, and thinking yourself so keen, perhaps I could please you in song. We bow to she who wears the crown. Let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Over the next 30 minutes, you guys hear as this lovely song captures elements from the rest of the musical and ties it in. Inevitably, the Frost Queen looks down. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war, long live the Queen of cold and frost, may she reign forevermore. Boo! Fuck the Frost Queen! And Cairn collapses. The Frost Queen lingers over her. Your song has pleased me. I will spare you, Dale Dwellers, in all your might. As long as you leave me donations of pain and smite, I too will spare you as well. As the Frost Queen takes her leave, pyrotechnics blast up. Fire from underneath. Alright, kid, hit the drums. We're playing them out. We'll say you're so skilled with the drums, no need to roll performance. As you guys...
Make it out as well to give a third hand to make it extra.
The little girl steps out before, her Frost Queen mask sodden and a little crooked. Thanks to the honorable blades, the Frost Queen did not destroy us all. Boo! Fuck the blades! In turn, we make sacrifices to Auril to signify the significance of Marthamore's sacrifice, and the blades Long live the Queen of Cold and Frost. May she reign forevermore. Woo! Some people cheer as the final curtain is drawn. I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
What did he say?
As the little girl stands, yes, the Battle of Blue Spears where Marthamore met his end. Thank you all for coming. Please, leave your trash in a disposable location so my mother may take care of it.
Jesus.
I mean, that's weird.
Damn, Larry.
I know.
She's behind Rory, that's why.
That's
Oh,
that's-
she's sitting there, right?
Rory sat in front of her.
Well, sorry, Rez, you definitely can't see it. Oralas, birds too high. But Glenn and Erlon, you spot almost identically. The fire from the pyrotechnics is climbing up the curtains behind the little girl, and no one has noticed.
No one's noticed.
Except for you two.
If you could walk forward a few steps and maybe out the doors with everyone else.
Doesn't want to shout fire.
This ogre turns around. What do you mean? What's your
There's
problem?
a fire. There's a fire on the stage.
Oh, she turns around. Oh, please, everyone. My mother, Elvenmere, has precautions for just this. There's a fucking fire! Everyone run!
So, Bird is going to cast Gust of Wind on the curtain.
Alright, alright, go ahead and cast that.
Already did.
Oh, you
Just
did?
fan
Okay, cool.
flames.
As you guys watch these flames with this massive gust of oxygen spread now to the wooden stage and the tablework, Rez, you feel the roof above you getting warmer.
It
As
says it extinguishes.
Yes, it does indeed extinguish.
Unprotected flames,
Right.
which this would be an unprotected flame.
It causes protected flames, such as those of lanterns, to dance wildly. You gotta think, Ben. There's a fire on the center stage around this octagon. The whole theater is basically a huge piece of kindling, so that would just fuel it completely. And as that happens, you guys see that fire? Rez, an actor, runs down the stage. He has a real mask on, and he's wearing nothing else. He's definitely the one who is acting as a real. He comes up to you. Man, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Playing really fast, suspenseful music.
Yeah, play him something. We're gonna go out the exterior exit, okay? As they run out and they take as much equipment, the little girl comes and Elvenmere, the mistress, is the last one. Rez, I'll give you your pay later. Just get out of here.
Back at her. Still playing the music. The show must go on.
You glorious bastard! She runs out and leaves you the last one.
I start playing with just the mage hand as I slowly back up, getting hotter and hotter, and I just go out the back door with them.
As he goes out, the other 6 of you are trapped in this room. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check if you'd like to escape.
What if we just wait in the middle of the room?
Is there an open ceiling?
There is indeed.
I'm gonna stand in the middle of the room and wait
Okay.
and see what's going on.
Larry, you look at Alistair waiting and you're like, fuck that. Larry, you run to the front and you spurt out with your little body through the door. As you turn around and look, Larry, the door is so crammed with people, they are trampling each other and can't get out. They are stuck in that doorway. Glenn, you make it behind Larry, but as Larry dives, you just crash into the back. So Glenn, you are still inside the theater. Larry, you are outside. Erland, you are outside. So is Rez. So Glenn, or Ralas, no, just Glenn and Alistair, and Rory. You guys are still stuck in the theater that's burning around you.
This is the station. We're role playing the station like fucking fire right now.
Wait, didn't the little lass say something about there was a plan for these type of situations.
As a matter of fact, you look up, there's stagehands running around with ladles of water, just effortlessly throwing them against the wall as the fire reclaims it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so you said the whole thing was just built out of wood, like it's not like a permanent
yeah.
structure.
Not at all. And it's decreasing in permanence every second.
I would like to approach a wall and just blast it with my Eldritch Cannon to just like knock a hole through the wall to walk out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll an attack, and we'll determine the size of the hole based on the damage output of the blast.
Ooh. Okay.
I really hope this is on the other side of the wall going, wow, Zatch really got out of hand quick. Meanwhile, his mage hand is still underneath playing really suspenseful music as it slowly gets out of tune.
Alright, even though one of the rolls was a 1, the other rolls were pretty high, and you smash a hole about Larry's size. You could fit in, but with, your head first, squeezing in horizontally.
About how
Holy
much,
shite.
like, how much of the building around us is engulfed in flames? Like, how much flame is there around us?
It is spread remarkably quick. The only people that are not on fire, and about this time you guys do notice some smoldering bodies near the stage, the fire is accumulating near you guys, and if you don't want to be burned, it looks like Alistair's hole is the best bet.
Is there a fire between where I am and, like, the exit that is being most crowded?
No, there's really not. There's 2 exits on the other side. They're both crowded with hundreds of people, but there's no fire separating you from that exit. It's just in the center and spilling out.
And it's spilling out, you said. So, like, it's spreading in, like, a noticeable path.
Yeah.
I would like to cast, then, create water at 2nd level, as I have the ability to do such a thing.
Okay.
And I can create up to, at 2nd level, I can create 20 gallons of water at the size of 35-foot cube.
Okay. As this 35-foot cube of water smashes down, it blows a few people from the entrance back, destroying the crush, but...
Well, when I cast it at 35 feet, it can cast as, like, almost like a rainfall.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
So, as it comes down, it extinguishes the fires around the crowds. They're saved as this black plume of soot clings up from the fire. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, unless your name is Aralas. As that smoke comes
Almost
and cleans,
worse.
the water pools around. Rory, you're fine. 12 is the DC. Alistair, you are exhausted from this smoke inhalation. Glenn, you are fine. And
As I'm
obviously
eating
Ross is
peanuts, I'm gonna whisper to myself, "This play is amazing."
But the water has taken out most of the fire, except the center. That very center stage with the curtain is still immolating and burning.
How does the piano sound? How does the organ sound?
At about that time, a huge wreckage crashes down the organ.
Oh, damn. Mage hand cancels.
As the music stops, would you guys like to leave through the hole or wait for the fire to spread more?
Would you like to get out or die? Is what he just asked.
There's always a choice.
Alright, yeah, I'll crawl through the hole.
Alright, Glenn?
I would like to... Did I see Alistair go through this hole that he's
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
did see him, but you've managed to make the water all the way around. This fire is definitely not going to destroy the whole building, but the center is still very much alive and licking flame.
The center
Glenn's just
alive-
sitting there like, I'm gonna sit here and die.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I would like to direct, like, as many people as I can without creating such a... I think I'm asking too much. But without creating, like, such a bottleneck scenario like the station, I'd like to direct, like, hey, here's an alternate exit that you can move through.
Do that poking out of the hole from the outside, man. Do that poking inside. saying, "Hey, you can exit over here. Don't let."
Well,
people
I've got more HP than any of these fools do inside this building. So
As
get
you
out.
guys, yeah, Glenn, as you come out and you are directing people, you notice at some point this is going to turn into another cram as more and more people come. However, you single-handedly save 26 people who managed to get through that doorway until you get to a point where you decide it's best to go yourself if you'd like to live.
okay.
As you make your way out and immediately begin conducting rescue efforts, you guys take a second. Aralas, through Orly's eyes, even you can see charred bodies, pieces of costumes and equipment, and the dead and dying, carried over shoulders. Is there a cleric? Anyone?
I can do some healing. Wait, no, never mind. Wait, yes, I can.
I can do a little bit.
I'll
Please.
go. I'm gonna go over to wherever their medical tent is, and I'm gonna do mass healing word on them.
Alright. They have set up a small entourage area. Bodies laid out in different points of decay. Rez, you go in and immediately save everyone from dying. Another guy grabs his two daughters and runs up to you.
Please, Mr. Elf, do you know any magics?
And I'll do it again at third level, because then I'll use my only other third level spell, and do another 6 people, including these 2 hurt chillins.
As you guys are focusing your full power to healing all of these people, Erlon, would you like to heal anyone?
Third level spell. We can do that.
Yeah, I'll go chalice form and touch whoever's nearby, casting cure wounds, and then the chalice healing. And those will go to whoever.
A half-orc man is in that small area with the tent set up. He clutches his dying wife. Oh, when did it know? And as you heal her, he's removed from some bruises, and his wife once again takes a very shallow but noticeable breath.
His wife is like clasping onto life.
Yes, but you have saved her from the brink of death. As he looks up, thank you. Here, take this. And he gives you a pouch, Erlon.
Okie dokie, I will take the pouch and pocket it for now. And then, if I can, I would like to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word, which will trigger another chalice as well.
As they're doing this, Aralas, you can see through Orly's eyes. As that center pyre burns deeper and deeper, it infiltrates the basement. The water clings out onto the ground floor and protects some siding, but the general structure is compromised. The rest of you hear, as you look back, the theater of the Bohemian Society collapses unevenly, lopsided, blocking the entrances. No more fire, just a bunch of gray smoke that rises off the center.
Well, that's the theater.
We really screwed that up.
I like it.
Everyone, roll me one more perception check. At advantage.
Sorry.
Inside this small entourage, this group of people who've assembled to care to the dead and dying, you see one fellow. Long purple cloak, brilliant golden crown with set emeralds. He too was unable to stave the fire. Artemis is dead. And you guys see something else.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Do I see Artemis is dead?
Indeed you do.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
Sure. Unfortunately, it does not work.
Can I try it with my second level slot?
No, hold on. Before he does that, since he's already casted a spell, I would like to cast my first second level spell slot as a paladin. My first gentle repose, which stops decomp for 10 days.
That really, you can keep doing that, and that can give us time to res them.
Yes, you could bring this, this essentially what he is now is a slumlord back to life. If you do bring him to a cleric or someone of similar healing capability.
Okay.
Inevitably, you guys also see in the distance, it looks like something else has caught on fire. Way beyond the theater, somehow spread. Aralas, you look down and you notice flame entering from inside out of the White Lady.
The White Lady? We like that pub.
So it's on fire from inside of it, correct?
It is.
I will what's in the White Lady again?
It is the tavern where you met Ronaldo, the halfling thief that stole your gold.
Like, fuck.
Okay.
It is the one that Artemis owned.
I'm going to cast a minor illusion of 30 feet above the crowd and the commotion. How loud can I do it?
Loud enough.
From whisper to a scream. So I'm gonna make it scream. It can last a minute, so I'll just cast it, and I don't need concentration. So it's gonna be White Lady on fire, and it's gonna repeat itself. And as as this happens, I'm going to just to grab the guy's attention. I do have this. No, I gave it away. The noise thingy.
That's
Okay,
right.
so I have a single whistle in my mouth, and I will start ahead, and I will bonus action, Misty Step. That's just 30 feet. Okay, no, fuck that. I'm gonna start dashing to the White Lady.
As you get to the White Lady, the glass doors are flown open from the fire and the soot, and you can see a figure lingering forward as she draws nearer and nearer to the door, clutching a torch in one hand. It is the captain of the watch, Imdra, or Logoth. As she looks at you. Well, greetings, Oralas. Funny seeing you here.
Yes, indeed. What just happened? What did you do anything?
If it were anyone else, no, they would not receive the truth. Artemis had to be taken care of. He has grown to be quite the thorn in the side of my people. I'm sorry you had to see this.
Can you not impose the law in this place without doing so many reckless things? This is kind of cool.
After he received the cauldron, Artemis became the single most popular supply of food and sustenance, charging 5 copper a meal. He is beyond rich, employs his own mercenaries if he can, to make it look like an accident would ease suspicions and the court. So I'm here.
And where is the cauldron right now?
I thought you might be able to tell me that.
I wanna insight if she
As
is
you realize that she is lying, that is where we will end this session.
fucking design.
Oh my god.